developers with a quick demo of our IntelliJ Kubernetes plugin. What you see on screen is IntelliJ. I have a small Java project called Penguins, and I have our Kubernetes tool windows opened, which shows my local minikube and the resources that actually exist on it. So I currently have no deployment, and I'll now create a new deployment. For that sake, I prepared an nginx deployment in a YAML file, and to work on that one, I'll copy this file, call it nginx deployment, and once this is opened, you see that it's actually a deployment kind, that it's using nginx image for its containers, and that it has one replica. The editor tells me that this doesn't exist on the cluster yet, so I can push it and create this deployment. I hit push, and the deployment appears in our resource tree, showing one replica, one pod. In the meantime, the editor updated the YAML to what the cluster made of it. So it added a lot of additional YAML tags to see if this is actually works. Pushing and pulling further, I'll change the number of replicas, and I expect the number of pods for my deployments to increase. So I change to 2 replicas, push it, and I see a second new pod, which is currently with a red dot, wasn't running yet. It's being started, and now that it's ready, it got a green dot to its icon. So to go one step further, I'll now go to the web console, where I also have this deployment, and I'll edit the number of replicas here and expect IntelliJ to reflect these changes. So in the spec, I see the 2 replicas. I change it down to 1 again, push it to the server, and back in IntelliJ, I now see that I have 1 pod, 1 replica, and the YAML in the editor changed to reflect what I did in the dashboard, in the minikube dashboard. Now there's one more use case to show. So let's say I'll change it back to 2. I wasn't happy about this change, but won't push it yet. At the same time, a user on the dashboard decided, well, 1 replica is not good enough. I need 3 of them. And then stores it to the cluster. And now my editor noticed this change and says, hey, you have local changes, but the remote side also had this changed. So what do you want to do? You want to pull the latest version from cluster, or do we want to overwrite the cluster with your editor? So I'll go for push. I see I now have 2, and in the dashboard too, I should now see that the replicas are back to 2. That's basically it. Thanks for watching. Bye.